Star Report, and I'm your host, Star. Sunday evening, welcome aboard. Okay. I spent the entire day watching you guys, you content creators. Great job. Salute. I'm so up to speed. And we're going to stick to my motto. I believe in kicking a man when he's down, but it's going to be a female. Jaguar, Wright. Out of here. And salute to the pimp, Solar, who spells his name Soular. And Solar means his energy touches everybody. Pimp shit. Solar, within less than 30 days of hooking up with Jaguar and her husband, finished her off. Hold on a second. Got on my notes here. Wait a second. Okay. DeSoto, Texas, outside of Dallas, yes? A suburb. That's where it all went down. Some of you are saying, pray for her. No, how about we just admire God's work? It was time to get her the fuck up out of here. All that capping, making up shit. I'm on the run. Clive Davis is trying to kill me. No, bitch, you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You're a liar and a nigger. Yeah. So we're going to talk about that. Let me just say off the rip, salute to Sweet Ma for Life on YouTube. Hey, girl, she does great content. I was watching her live this morning at 5 a.m. She was breaking it down. The Conspiracy Room on YouTube, I checked them out. Miss Lowdown, Sean Davey Way Show. Oh, he did a great job. The T. These are all YouTube content creators I'm mentioning here. The Official King Payne. He got busy. Storm Monroe, of course. And Down the Rabbit Hole News. Great job, okay? So, we're riding on Jaguar Wright tonight. A failed singer, a C-lister. She never popped off. Don't act like, I knew her music back in the days. You're a liar. She was never lit back in the days. Born in 77, according to my notes here, more than likely 1975. And she's from Jersey until she hit like 13 or 14. Then she moved to Philly. Oh, she's always claiming North Philly. That's a Jersey bitch. Her first album, hang on a second, I even had to Google it because I forgot. 2002. MCA Records, yep. Denials, Delusions, and Decisions, right? That flopped, so she got dropped and then went over to Ryko Disc, 2005, divorcing Neo to marry Soul. None of this stuff charted anywhere. Well, charted 56, the first album. Yep, so she never really popped off, and she's been running around the last couple of years doing the most. You can see all the cholesterol and pork in her neck. Doesn't, do anything with her hair. That's why it's that fucking long. And she smokes. What does she smoke, troll babies? Cool 100s. She's a smoker. So clearly she ain't singing no goddamn where. Anyway, yesterday, as I said, in DeSoto, Texas, out there doing the most. Her and her husband brawling, and Solar, I think, is 25 years of age. Solar and Jaguar Wright were in the vehicle drinking. They both admitted to drink. Well, Solar had said that they were drinking, celebrating her subscribers on Instagram. I don't follow that broad. And they went to the barber shop. Solar's walking up to the barbershop as Jaguar Wright goes in. Somebody comes out and stops him. She goes in there talking that rah-rah gangster shit. Contentious, loud, funky, and ignorant inside the barbershop. Came outside of her husband. What is his other name? Gumo or something like that? Okay, she smokes Benson and Hedges. Thank you, Toby. What is Jaguar's husband's other name? Is it Gumo? It looks like he tackled the bitch. He got it cracking. Then he jumps on Solar. Now he's mopping the floor with Solar. Solar's skinny. But Solar is saying, I love you. He's getting pounded out, and then he puts him in a headlock. I had time to watch all of this. I went and took a nap, went and did something else, went to the goddamn, to Whole Foods, and then came back and watched more of it. Yeah, what is his name? Is it Gumo? I forget. This was beautiful. Yes. Jaguar, Wright, when the police rolled up, she's barefooted, feet look all nasty, callous, screaming, spitting at the police. That's got to be a hell of a charge in DeSoto, Texas. I got notes on top of notes on top of notes. So, mental observation, I'm sure. Well, she's still locked up, pardon me. And I think they put her at some facility. I forget which one. But yeah, the rise and fall of Jaguar, right? Colin was smoking on her pack. She has been talking crazy about Diddy, Mariah Carey, Common, Mary J. Blige, and she even was talking crazy about Summer Walker. You can say pray for her if you like. I'm going to say look at God. Even though I'm an atheist, look at God's work, huh? And again, put some respect on Storm Monroe's name. Storm tried to help her back in the days. Yeah. Oh, and she was talking crazy about Tevin Campbell. Yeah. Okay, showrunner, I need some time to lay this out. We've spoken in the past about incels. I don't think we've ever done a deep dive. I think the time is now for us to have that real conversation. And if you don't know what an incel is, please Google it. You should know because, young black males or black people as a whole get so much dirt kicked on them by way of the media. Still, it is so profitable to kick dirt on black people. We've even got people who are not black or don't claim to be black, and all they focus on is black people in terms of content. Incels do not necessarily have to be white. They can be of white mind or the white ideal. You've even got some Mexican incels, but they subscribe to whiteness. Hang on a second in case you don't know. In case you've never taken the time. An incel, an abbreviation for involuntarily, celibate, okay? A member of a subculture online. And they are full of, let me just say they're full of hate. They're full of hate. Can't stand black people, let's be clear. And back in 2014 is when they really started picking up traction. This is an online community of people, males who prefer to be alone. They don't do well out in public. For the most part, they want to see mass destruction and other things. Hate women. Some of them don't even want to have sex. No. So, are they really a threat to society? Not just, shooting up the place, walking into a supermarket or an outdoor concert. Are they a threat to society? If you look at rappers or those in the genre of rap music, at some point they have to grow up. They get tired of rapping, they feel like they're too old, and they'll even say, I'm retiring. More than likely, not all of them, but a large majority of them don't even file their taxes, let alone pay their taxes, right? Even Drizzy, what did Drizzy say? Didn't pay my taxes, I'm too caught up. So that's the mindset. But they don't necessarily evolve. An incel can continue to be the type of hateful person he is. Even when he gets older, he doesn't necessarily have to leave that ideology to the side or to the wayside. So my question to you, are they really a threat? There's online communities. Let me just give you one that's very, very popular in case you don't know. 4chan, the number 4, CHAN. We have mentioned that in the past, and we've spoken about Elliot Rodger in the past, who, what did he kill? 6 or 7 people, I forget. Hey, Felicia, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Okay, I'll read that shortly. Hold on a second. And Erica got your donation. Okay. Yeah, call in if you like. Eric, I would love for us to have this discussion. Are they really a threat? Again, not just for shooting up the goddamn place. Should they be monitored? Hang on a second. I know I printed up something from The Guardian here, but I want to focus on Jaguar Wright. This so funky booger bear bitch is down for the count. Coming up later on, I have a different topic I'm going to put on the table. No, this is something about California dismantling the death penalty. Death row, pardon me. You don't care about that. Where is my article? Holy shit, did I lose it? Jeez. Okay, here it is. It says, incels are a rising threat in the U.S. Secret Service report finds. That's from The Guardian. March 2022. So let's have the conversation because some people were emailing me about the Idaho murders. I didn't even fucking... I assumed it was an incel. Am I wrong? Troll babies. Am I wrong? I didn't even... I know the guy who was arrested is from Pennsylvania. He seemed like the type, an incel. I didn't even do the research. I've just been busy and I just said, oh, okay. Somebody else is doing what they do. Johnny, I got your donation. Thank you very much. Okay. Sit tight on the phones. I see you guys. Want to get some of this out. Mumazi, I got your email. Thank you. Ricky Rick, okay. Thank you for your donation. Ricky Rick says, what actually does funny style mean? Okay, that's not our topic right now, Ricky Rick. Stay focused. Stay focused, okay? Sir Shy, I got your donation. Femcells, a.k.a. feminists, are the real issue today. Call in, Sir Shy. Right now. I would love for us to do a deep dive on that. Are incels really a threat? Again, people... Well, they are putting black people in the penitentiaries, catching them at an early age, and sometimes rightfully so. But the incels, if they just grow up, they continue the ideology, and they fit into society, into politics. So are they a threat? Thank you, Sir Shah, for your donation. Hold on. Mike, I got your donation. Story was never a rise of Jaguar Wright. She's a bum bitch. Judge. Yeah, I'm being kind here to say the rise and fall. Thank you. Hold on a second. Thank you. Maurizio. Okay, got your donation. Hold on a second. Deeds, are you out there? Can you check my phones? I forgot to do something. Hopefully we're okay. I don't have to restart the phone lines. Deeds, if you're out there, okay? All right, and a little bit later, I got another topic. I don't want to put too much on the table just yet. Let me just give you a hint. A hint, depending on how long of a show I do tonight. Are Hispanics claiming black culture? Let me say that again. A little bit later, are Hispanics claiming black culture? And what is today's black culture? Or what do they think black culture is? This is based upon a new song I heard by Bad Bunny today. Bad Bunny. But I'll get to this later. It's a little layered. It has to do with the media. And again, what people perceive black culture to be. Coming later, okay? All right, Big Eye Key, hold on a second, got your donation. Okay. Hi, Sharon. Sharon, do you want to call in? Okay, yeah, Sharon and I, hold on a second, guys. I don't want to put too much on the table, Sharon, but hold on. I printed out what you suggested, Sharon, okay? Something to do with, pardon me. An analysis of depression among black African-American mothers. This is a research, it's pretty intense, by way of nursing research. I got it, Sharon, but that maybe, let's get to that later, okay? Thank you, you sent in a nice donation. I got the notes right here, okay? See? But some black woman is going to have to call in and lead the charge on that. I've got the analysis and all sorts of things. If I try and do it, oh, he's not saying the right thing, yada, yada, yada. Okay, but I got the notes. Thank you. All right. Okay, Ryan, I got your donation. Hi, Star. Incels usually go down the ideology of the black pill. You should look that term up. Sir, I'm up to speed, but what do you mean I should look it up? I've been talking about this since long before it even became a term, incels. But thank you for your donation. No, I'm sorry. How do I say your name? Sharice? If I said that right, thank you for your donation, okay? All right. Okay. So let's get back to Jaguar Wright, okay? Down for the count. The video, pardon me, I didn't mention the video. I didn't want to put it in my community section. I got busy. Hold on. Guys. Hold on. The video of Jaguar Wright. Here's a part that I liked. Here's a part that I really liked. Again, salute to Solar. Jaguar Wright goes back to the vehicle, whatever type of vehicle that was. I don't know. She gets in the vehicle. She's breathing heavily, but she keeps looking into the camera. She's conscious that she's streaming live. She's conscious of that. She then starts screaming, Solar, come! Beeping the horn, right? Solar finally comes. Now, Solar just got duffed out by her husband, who, by the way, he said after he was pounding on Solar, he looked at Jaguar and said, you fucking him? Are you fucking him? Now, Jaguar acknowledges Solar as her nephew. The hater misses nothing. And again, a couple of weeks. Yes, no, troll babies. They've only been together for a couple of weeks. Was Solar giving her that good dick? Was he giving her that? I hope so. Pause. I hope he was giving her that good dick. And this is what pushed her over the edge. Brandon, I got your donation for the machine and Deeds for keeping it running. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get into this. Whoa. Florida Boy J, you there? Early, 904, Florida Boy J.
Nigga, it was a setup.
Let's go.
It was a setup. Let's start. Listen, man. She was about to get she was about to get a new record deal in a Coca-Cola, Pepsi. She was about to get a new drink deal with Black Thought. Diddy blocked it. He sent the blitz. It was all a setup, Star. You're setting Jaguar right now. The okie doke, man. Stop.
Now, hang on a second. You've been sending me emails. You know, I appreciate you. But listen, I was up at 5 a.m. this morning. I was watching Sweet Mob for Life. She gave a hell of a breakdown. You're sending me emails late. But you're up to speed. Did you watch the videos? Great content.
Star, I watched the videos.
Come on.
My favorite part of the whole fiasco is when she reached down in the ashes and rubbed them all over her face and her hair, and she was throwing them on niggas, and then Solar came and took the ashes too and rubbed them on himself and tried to pray with her. I believe Solar was piping him as her husband allegedly and her. I feel like they had some type of triangle offense going on.
Yeah.
And, you know, in that poly life and that little, you know, weird sexually demented world these niggas is living in, you're piping each other down. The husband's getting annoyed. Now he's going to the barbershop. Now she's trying to run down on niggas, kicking up dust, having a drugged out episode. I'm not talking about no demons.
Now hang on a second. We have to say alleged drugged out episode. Now hold on. Also, for those who didn't take notice, because I think that could be a charge in DeSoto, Texas. One of the YouTubers said that throwing ashes, the remains of a deceased person on someone is a charge. Deeds, can someone check that, please? But yes, Jaguar Wright was throwing the ashes from the urn of her deceased son on the guys at the barber shop, telling them, "You niggas is bum bitches. I'm a murder somebody." And she went apeshit, and then she wiped it on her face. Go ahead.
Yeah, listen, Star, whatever allegedly, whatever good stuff she got a hold of had her grooving heavy. She was out there, eyes beaming out, on live, looking dead in the camera, talking to niggas, animated. I'm telling you, Star, it was Rock Nation laced her dope. Right. That's what happened, Star. Right. They had her freaking out. Spazzing out is another attack on black women. That's what it's going to be.
Stop right there. Okay, thank you, Deeds. In that part of Texas, or maybe Texas as a whole, desecration of remains and is illegal in Texas. Desecration of remains. Oh, shit. So hold on a second. Florida Boy Jay, I want to make sure I'm getting people early that are chiming in. And Gerald is talking and doing interviews. Okay, Jordan Wells, I got your donation. Are you calling in? Okay, Jordan Wells says the wrench has been very beneficial. Salute to you, Jordan Wells. Folks, if you want to be a sponsor on the show, you will get a wrench for the live chats. You can promote links to your platforms, okay? Just know that. Now, hang on a second. Florida Boy Jay, before I forget, I need to ask the audience because I need to know, is Solar, is he still in carbonation? He looks just like you, Florida Boy Jay. What do you think? Looks just like you.
I mean, he could be, one of my brothers or cousins. You know what I'm saying? The light-skinned nigga with the dreads. You know what I'm saying? Right. He looks like he could be related. I see him playing the same games. I'm playing manipulating niggas, running down on him. I know his style. He a shicey nigga.
His style is pimp style. He's been within the intertwined with Jaguar Wright and her husband Gerald, a.k.a. Goomba, for a little over 2 weeks. So within less than 30 days, he has brought this broad to a destructive place. And folks, his name is spelled S-O-U-L-A-R. I see a lot of people just spelling it S-O-L-A-R. This is how much I paid attention to the bullshit, okay? Hey, real quick, man, can we go left? What happened with the NFL, because you're in Jacksonville. What happened with the your team down there? Jaguars.
Sorry. Listen, man. Hey, we had a first wild card home playoff night game in the history of the city. We had a night game last week. We had it this week. Okay. We played the Los Angeles Chargers, NBC, national televised game. The world was watching. The Chargers came out, dropped 27-0. They went up 27-0 in the second quarter. Our quarterback, White Jesus, Trevor Lawrence, threw 4 interceptions in the first half. We're down 27-0.
Lord have mercy.
Not a fan left. I sat there. Hey, all my cousins, we was all in the same area, 244 section. I told him, hey, I got to go down to the buzz zone, spark this stunt in front, holler at the hose, I'll be back. Came back, we sat down second half. Jaguars had the third largest comeback playoff history, fifth largest comeback in NFL history.
Nice.
Won the game 31-30, a thriller, the best $285 I ever spent. Go Jags. It was always the Jags.
Okay.
It was always the Jags.
Okay. So where are they now in terms of the playoffs, the Jaguars?
We have advanced to the divisional round, and if the Bengals hold up the way they're doing right now currently against the Ravens, they're up 10-0, we'll be traveling to Kansas City to battle the biracial rocket, Patrick Mahomes, right. The demigod, the nigga who throws hats behind his back with a blindfold doing cartwheels 80 yards.
Right.
We're going to okay. It might end in Kansas City.
Okay.
But at least we got to Kansas City.
Okay, listen, I need to get back to Jaguar Wright and this beautiful video or videos that has been circulating. Any final thoughts and promote your platform before you go, please, for the boy Jay.
Yes. Real quick platform, Perspective Effects Podcast. We're going live again tomorrow night.
Okay.
We're going to be talking about we're going to talk about a lot of stuff tomorrow night. Just tune in. We have the last episode of Stars Community Station. Let's run that up to 1K. It's doing great numbers. I got clips dropping every day. And last thought on the Jaguar Wright situation. Listen, man, this is another bald-headed nigga bitch that's coming around, kicking up dust, talking trash about everybody, and she's getting her just dessert. And I hope they lock her up for years.
Well, she was arrested, and I'm sure she's being detained at some type of mental observation facility. So I don't see her getting out no time soon. But thank you for calling in, man. Thank you.
You have a great night. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Okay. Florida Boy J tapping in. Yes, folks, the rise and fall of Jaguar Wright, huh? I watched so many videos on this today, and I said, I don't know if I want to, go in on her. And this is just more attention for her. But then I started watching interviews, again, with Solar, her husband, Goomba. Goomba served in the military, so I thank him for his service. But correct me if I'm wrong. He owns a home somewhere in Texas, born and raised in Texas. But Jaguar's not always welcomed in his home. So she's been staying in the vehicle. She's homeless. I'm not trying to clown her about that, with Solar. In case you don't know, folks, the Carbonation is Nature Boy's camp. Nature Boy, who I've been watching all this shit for years. I remember when young Pharaoh gave Nature Boy that work. They were on a live together, YouTube Live. And I was kind of somewhat sort of like, what would the word just be with regards to Nature Boy? Nature Boy, I thought he was going to be like, the next one to blow, pause. But he then got exposed. Did young Pharaoh expose him for making gay porn? And then Nature Boy did a video. He admitted to it. I said, okay, I'm done with him. About a year or so ago, Nature Boy did a video, and he was introducing his new trans girlfriend. So that whole Carbonation thing it's deep, all right? So now my question to you guys, is Solar still a part of Carbonation, or did he leave? And is he from Marietta, Georgia? I saw him say something about he's something with the producer A1 and the studio, and that's where he got his name, Marietta, Georgia. I'm just watching all this bullshit. Area code 209. Good evening, 209. Are you there?
What's up, Ali Kwan?
Oh shit! Just the guy I want to talk to. Randy, how are you?
They're all dead.
Yeah.
They're all dead.
Yeah. I'm a murder you niggas. Yeah. That's what she said. It was beautiful.
I'm a murder all of them. Get the phone. Get your phone.
Yeah, she said to Solar, go get your phone. Get back here within 1 minute. And then she starts beeping the horn. Fucking beautiful.
Oh, my God.
Come on, it's beautiful. Come on. Ready?
Bruh, I feel bad because when she was doing those interviews talking about the industry, I ain't know who this bald head bitch was, bro. But I'm like, what she's saying has some validity. I was going down those conspiracy rabbit holes when she was talking all this wild stuff. I'm like, she might have some crap. Now I saw this, I'm like, oh, she's off that Orlando Brown. She's off that good.
People owe Storm Monroe an apology. Hang on a second. Storm did so much for her. And then Tasha K interviewed Jaguar Wright after Storm had already, blew her up, of Jaguar. And then people started talking about, she's the truth. And I just looked at her like, this old crazy bitch is talking about conspiracies, capping. Yeah. We're on the road because Clive Davis is after us. But now at the same time, people just love the bullshit. They just love the bullshit. So now she dumbed out, she blacked out, she's locked up. Go ahead, Randy, what do you think?
it was sounding hot. I was watching the little clips
Yeah.
on YouTube, bruh. I'm like, yo, she exposing the Illuminati. That's how I felt. I was
God
drinking the
almighty.
Kool-Aid.
Oh.
and then I noticed this is where that bullshit leads.
Yeah.
So you in the car tweaking. And now,
Was she smoking Cool 100s or Benson and Hedges? Somebody said she's smoking Benson and Hedges.
bruh, she went out like what's that thing that you was seeing Samuel Jackson in that movie?
Which one? I'm not sure.
You call George Floyd that
Huh?
when he was grooving.
Gator from Jungle Fever when he was doing the little dance.
She was grooving like Gator.
Like Gator. Yeah.
She was grooving like Gator, and then all the stuff she was saying that made sense for me went out the window when I saw her saying, "Get your phone, get your phone."
Oh, hang on, Randy. Did you see my nigga Solar? Solar looks into her phone and he says to us, "I'm going to get my phone." I said, these niggas is cloud chasing all the way. He looks into the phone. She's sitting there screaming and crying. He tells us he's going to get his phone. Did you catch that? Nigga shit.
Yeah, nigga, he knew he was going viral off this old bitch.
Right.
How you doing? We gonna eat off her carcass. We vultures.
That's a fact. Randy, I need you before you go. Hold on a second. On my showrunner, are incels really a threat? Now, this is, it could be a layered conversation. You're familiar with incels, I'm sure, you know?
Yeah,
and,
of course. My generation created the incel.
Your generation. And, you know, we've spoken about incels over the past, but we've never done a deep dive, and I've never presented the question, are they really a threat? Not just because of the killings that they go on, and they have the martyr mindset. They're not afraid to die. But in terms of society, are they a threat? We know they're dangerous, but are they a threat to national security, other things that could affect young people? And me personally, I don't think that racism, well, it will never die in America. I don't even think that it's being neutralized. I think, if anything, it's becoming stronger. So I see the incels, you know, promoting not just hate, but they're very right wing extremists. Pardon me. What are your thoughts? Are they a threat? Incels.
They are a threat because, like you say, go on killing sprees with no care. They, in my opinion, are like the new anarchists because the incels don't care for this system, capitalism, any of it. So they pretty much go on these killing sprees because they don't care about consequences. They get McDonald's after they do what they do, you know? They get the bracelets. They don't even get put down. You're made to be martyrs. All the time you see these rampage, we ask if the manifesto, what led to them snapping.
Yes. They leave manifestos. Now, hang on a second. Again, I want you to speak freely. I'm not telling you what to say, but I want to go a little further than just their killing sprees. Are they a threat to society in terms of their visions? Again, their ideologies. And not all of them are white. I mean, phenotypically.
No, we got
they're
Hispanic
Caucasian.
incels, we have black incels. If we say that's white people stuff, we're just blind to the cause, and then that makes them a bigger threat.
Right.
Because your cousin could be an incel while he's playing Fortnite, you know, or on the computer looking up how to make bombs.
Facts.
And he's just stirring up chaos in his head because you're ignoring him, and you're like, man, that's some white people stuff. That's some white people stuff.
Yeah.
My black little cousin, he just a weirdo. He just weird. That's just him.
Yeah. Okay, well, hey, man, I appreciate you calling in, Randy. I'm going to get back to the show. We'll talk soon.
No problem.
Thank you.
The incels are definitely a problem, and they are a threat if acknowledged, because the more you pay attention to it, the more it runs wild.
Okay.
Stay up.
Stay up. Thank you. Thank you, Randy. Okay. Randy tapping in. Phone lines are open. Area code 973, sit tight. Oh, they couldn't sit tight. Hold on. 973, sit tight. I'm coming right back to you. Sharon, I even pulled some other notes. Sharon sent me a nice donation earlier about depression is more likely to manifest as stress or self-criticism within black women. I pulled the notes, Sharon, but if nobody wants to kick this off or chime in, I'm not going to touch it. You know, when I try and say something nice and inspiring about black women, it never comes out right. Never. But I've got the notes, Sharon, okay? She sent me a very nice donation and an email earlier, okay? All right. 973, good evening. We're talking about the rise and fall of Jaguar Wright. Are you up to speed? 973. Yes?
Good evening, Star. How are you?
Hey, who's this?
This is Felicia calling from New Jersey.
Hey, good to hear from you. Thank you for tapping in.
Yep, my first time calling. I've supported the show a couple times.
Thank you. Did you see the videos, Jaguar Wright?
Well, I didn't see it in the beginning when your show started, but while the show was going, I did go and take a look at it.
Let's go.
And, you know, I followed Jaguar in the past. I've been listening to some stuff that she's been putting online, and I knew some shit like this was going to happen.
Okay.
Like, she can't fuck with the machine like this, you know, and I feel like it was creating a lot of enemies. And, you know, you're talking about like billionaires and people with a lot of money, a lot of clout, a lot of fame, you know, and I felt like it was just karma. From the video, to me, it just seemed like she was on some sherm or she got some bad drugs, but it almost seems like it was deliberate. But it was self-inflicting wounds, too, because she's always online and she's known to get high. Mm-hmm. So it probably wasn't easy. It probably wasn't hard to set her up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If that's true.
Okay. Now, can I ask you, why assume... You know, there's the Illuminati's after her, or somebody did something to her because she was exposing this and she was speaking the truth. Why can't she just be a funky bitch from New Jersey by way of Philly, a funky bitch doing too much, running her mouth, not speaking facts, not speaking her truth, just a funky bitch, and we got what we got. Why isn't it just that simple?
Well, Star, I'm not negating that. I'm not saying it could be a couple variables. It may not just be one answer.
Okay, but now, hang on. I heard you out, and I want you to speak your piece. I appreciate your support. But let's go down the path of a funky ballhead bitch, you know, who smokes daily. You know, she had a shot in the music industry. She flopped. And now the bitch is just capping, making up shit to stay viral. And that's all it is. Why not that? Why not that?
Right, but you're entitled to your opinion, Star, just like I'm entitled to my opinion.
Right.
No,
I'm just asking you to just explore my theory for a second, and then we'll go back to yours. Just entertain me, please. This is a funky bullhead bitch. Go ahead.
Okay, you have some validity in what you're saying. Okay, I'm open to exploring your position.
Okay,
right? She can be out there just going viral, capping, you know, trying to get some popularity back, trying to get some money. You know what I mean? Trying to get some clout. All of that may be true, but there's validity in what I'm saying too.
Okay, now
all I'm saying is it's more. All I'm saying is more than one way to look at it.
Right. Okay, so let's go down your path of Illuminati and, you know, satanic.
Well, I didn't say.
Okay, well, now, hang on. Illuminati,
wait.
satanic sacrifices. Where is this bitch going to end up? Or is she going to disappear? Is Rock Nation going to take the body? What's going to happen to this funky fucking loser? Please.
Wait a minute, Star. I never used you something else. You know that? Like, I've been watching you since you was on the radio.
Thank you.
Listen. You made me lose my train of thought. Listen, I mean, this chick is out, right? I mean, she is. I didn't use the word Illuminati,
Okay.
right? I just said the machine.
Okay, the machine.
Those in power.
Right.
I'm just saying that those in power, like
Right.
when you fuck with them, you gotta expect something is gonna happen.
Gotcha.
That's like when you at a regular job and you fuck with those that's in power. The machine is gonna come after you.
Okay.
It's cause and effect. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's a mysterious Illuminati shit. That's all I'm saying.
Hey.
I mean, it's just maybe a choice of words that we're using.
No. I appreciate your perspective, and I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to give you the last word. I know old funky Jersey bitches when I see one, and that's an old Jersey bitch. Born in the 70s. She moved to Philly, started claiming North Philly around my homie Tommy Butter and all that old shit, you know. That's an old funky Jersey bitch, but you had the last word. Go ahead, Felicia. Go ahead.
Star, listen, we may not agree on everything, but I love the show.
Thank you, darling.
I'm going to just leave it at.
Have a great night. Thank you so much.
All right, you too.
Okay. Felicia tapping it. Yes, folks, I will let you speak. You don't have to see it my way. We smoking on a Jaguar Wright pack tonight. What am I forgetting? Hold on a second. Again, salute to Sweet Ma for Life on YouTube. Was anybody else at 5 a.m. watching Sweet Ma for Life? She has such a nice delivery, you know, just very soothing and easy. I'm sitting there, I'm half awake, half asleep, and then, you know, just if I fell asleep, I would push the rewind button on the laptop. I'm so up to speed. And again, Solar, his name is spelled Soular. And he got that name because his energy touches everybody. Pimp. Flamethrower, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Okay, he says caller got high on that Jaguar White and watched Star on the radio. Guys on the screen, www.teamelite313.com. Please go there. Tell them I sent you. Brand new sponsor. Guys, do you have a wrench? You should have one. Team Elite, if you're out there. And do I have your new banner? That's very, very important. Sir Shy sends in a donation. My 49ers and your New York Giants won. Also, FBJ, hashtag NFL. Sir, the Giants are not my I don't think I have a favorite football team, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm from Jersey, and I support the Giants, but I like the Raiders. I've been watching Raiders as of late, and I still support Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, okay? Sir Shy also says, Star, a.k.a. Hip-Hop Highlander, Jaguars finished. Listen, man, she's been kicking up a whole lot of dust, talking all crazy. We smoking on that pack. Kelvin, I got your donation. Never trust a chick who's built like Rerun, shaking my head. Kelvin, did you see the video? Fighting with the police on the ground, oh, dirty, nasty feet. People talking about pray for. No, thank the Lord. Her reign has come to an end. Huh? Patrice, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Okay. Hate for life. Star, when you die, I'm going to personally hire a mammy with cankles that sweats gravy to sing at your funeral, sending the hater off in style. Thank you so much. There will be no funeral. My nephew has instructions. Do not put my carcass in a church. Don't let any filthy Neapolitan Italians do GoFundMe pages. Just throw my body in Portersfield. and throw some lime on me so I don't stink up the place. And then spit on me. And say that nigga wasn't shit, okay? But thank you. TJ got your donation. Florida Boy J is the new Caitlyn Jenner, okay? Okay. Did I read flamethrowers? I did. Hold on. Troll Farm Buggy. Get your phone, y'all. Jaguar and Orlando Brown going to do a podcast this year. Mark my words. Okay, that was cute. That's cute. Hold on, guys. Devious J. Make sure you subscribe to him on YouTube. Brand new video we just posted this morning in my community section, okay? Devious J. All right, area code 713, good evening. Talking about Jaguar Wright, the rise and fall. 713.
My nigga was popping.
Oh, shit. I think I know the voice.
Already. I'm the right nigga for right now, dog.
My nigga Houston. Let's go, Houston.
Dog, when I saw that bitch, I saw every baby mama I ever dealt with.
Let's go.
Bitch crazy.
Yeah. Crazy as cat shit.
What? I'm going to even give her the benefit of a doubt. Her and Orlando Brown, they see the demons they saw when they first got introduced to them.
Houston, how about this? How about
they snap like that?
Hang on. How about that bitch is a demon? Never mind what she saw.
And then
how about that bitch is a
hey,
demon?
Look, I already said the bitch is demon.
Yeah, the demon.
She see the other demons around her.
Yeah,
my baby mama's demons. I know demons. That bitch. And then her eyes roll back in the back of her head, man.
Yeah.
Did you not? Her eyes flickered like in the movie Men in Black. You remember the first Men in Black when that dude's eyes flickered?
Houston,
the big eyes did that shit.
Houston, hang on a second. I watched so many videos of the beautiful content creators, as I said, Sweet Ma for Life, The Conspiracy Room, Miss Lowdown, Sean Davy Way show. Sean Davy Way got busy. Great content. Gossip Girl, hold on a second. All about the trees, the tea. As I said, Storm Monroe and the official King Payne. Go ahead.
Hey, dog, I saw that bitch eyes roll in the back of her head when she was just sitting in that car.
Yeah.
And then dude put the camera on him too. I'm like, these motherfuckers are crazy. You hear me? The dude said, man, let me get my camera right on it. Then he started, they started pulling out sage and shit. I'm like, get these motherfuckers, lock them up. Lock their ass up, my nigga. You can't have them around normal people. You saw how they was acting.
Houston, hold on a second. Somebody sent in a donation. Dial Moore got your donation. Good morning. Coons, okay? Okay, that's Derek's. What's up, Derek's? Thank you for your donation. Salute, man. Houston, how have you been, man?
I'm sitting up here kicking it.
Okay, how have you been? I never got your banner for your show. What's going on, man? What the fuck's going on?
Dog, I was trying to tell you. I sent you an email. I was like, man, I'd be high.
Okay.
I was like, damn, what the fuck is the goddamn thing that sent? I'll go send 20 towards the banner, then send the rest of it later. I just wanted to get the 20 first.
Okay.
And then the goddamn what you said, the PayPal. That's what I was trying to do.
Okay.
Nigga, I've been over here going off with my baby mama. They worse than Jaguar Wright, nigga.
Okay. Okay. Are you still making music?
Still love me, nigga. That's the scary part.
Houston, are you still making music?
Hell yeah, nigga.
Send me some music.
Dog.
Send me some music, man.
Dog, I got it going on, dog. I'm telling you, dog, like in the background, I'm that nigga. And then I just been getting it all together, dog. It's
okay.
Like I'm a one-man show.
I believe
I gotta make it do what it do.
Okay. Send me what you got, man. I would love to hear it, all right?
Dog, I got everything you thinking of, dog, and I got it, dog. But I salute the Jaguar White, dog. And then her eyes rolled in the back of her head while we were looking at her, dog. I said, she evil.
Yeah. She's a demon. I'm not buying all that. Mental health is real shit. No, she's the problem.
I hate black people saying this mental health shit.
Oh, I'm
you
so
remember when
tired of
niggas
that.
started using the word phenomenal? And now they're using mental health.
Yeah,
I'm like, niggas get on.
Mental health is real. We know it's real.
Yeah, man, fuck mental health.
It's a cliche. It's a cliche now. Anyway, listen, man, I got to run. Good to talk to you.
And then you remember when they were started using the word phenomenal. Oh, he's a phenomenal. And then when, man, fuck Black Panther. It's phenomenal.
Give me a second, folks. He's on that Paul Masson.
Academics.
Houston, I got to ask you a question. Are you sipping the Paul Masson?
Okay.
Are you sipping the Paul Masson, respectfully?
You got that right. And then I got some Jack Daniels, and I got the Jack Daniels glass with his face on that bit.
Listen, you know I fuck with you. Me and you, we're sipping Paul Masson, smoking Black and Miles long before Shannon Sharp, right? Back in 2013.
Exactly.
Already.
Shannon Sharp don't know nothing about no motherfucking Black and Mild and no motherfucking Paul Masson with his boot-licking ass.
Oh, no. I like him. Don't go there. Hey, man, good to talk to you. Hey, give me the banner. Give me the banner, please. All right?
Okay, man.
Okay, thank you. Houston tapping in. I fuck with Shannon Sharp heavy. I haven't watched, what is that, Club Shay Shay or something like that, guys? Oh, it's just I just hit the I clicked off 973 by mistake. Whoever you were, 973. Pardon me. Donald, I got your donation. Thank you, Donald. Okay, and this might be a sponsor. Hold on a second. Team Elite. Okay, hold on, guys. Doing that channel. Okay. Team Elite, send me a direct link to your YouTube channel. I thought you guys had a wrench. Send me a hyperlink so that when I click it, your page pops up. Hold on. Everybody hold on. This is a sponsor. 913, sit tight. Send hyper to your... Okay, if nobody wants to talk about these incels, I'm going to shift gears, okay? A couple of emails about the killings, the murders. Hold on. University of Idaho murder suspect, Brian. He looks like an incel to me, okay? He's from Pennsylvania. Is it East Stroudsburg? I forget. Where's he from? Hold on. Where's he looks like a fucking incel. That's what we need to talk about. We need to go deeper than whether he did it or not and sitting here doing all these fucking breakdowns. Hold on. What is this guy's name? Idaho murders. The suspect felt no emotion. Duh. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me just check something here, then I'm going to move on. Where is he from? Somewhere in is it Scranton? Pennsylvania. I forget. I'll find it shortly. Area code 913. Good evening. Are you there? 913. Are you there?
Yes. Yeah, I'm here.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. We're talking about a few things. Where do you want to start, dear?
I want to talk about Jaguar Wright.
Please, take your time.
Well, here's the thing, and I love your show, by the way. I love you. But I want to say this. I'm so tired of people making excuses for this girl. Yeah, you said it raw, but it's the truth. I've been saying it forever. They give this girl a platform. I think this nutty payday bar, what she does is, maybe she has been in the industry 20 years ago, but it's so long ago. These stories are old, and it makes no sense.
Right.
And I think that she is manic. I truly think she's a manic girl who's out here, who kind of lost it because she didn't make it.
Right.
That's what I think.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I think. You know, some of the things she's saying is true, but you got to understand they're 20 and 30 years ago. Who cares? She's talking about Mary J. Blige when she first made her first album. Mary tells her own story. She was high on blood.
Yeah.
So,
but you know what?
Yeah.
Hold on a second, if I can say this. You know, Mary has lasted the test of time. Yes, she was on the booger sugar, but she has ripped down stages.
Right.
Ripped down stages, and she's like a Timex. She takes a licking and keeps on ticking. Jaguar Wright was a failed singer. Go ahead.
Yes, exactly. And what bothers me is we all was in our 20s. What's the big deal?
Yeah.
But yesterday, I want to get on yesterday when she spazzed out. I watched it from beginning to end. When I tell you, it was funny because I bumped into it in the AM when they first had their first fight. So mind you got to understand, this went on in the AM. They was acting a fool, okay? Like in the wee hours, 2 a.m.
Now, hold on a second.
Right?
It first started somewhere in the early morning. And what time were they brawling in front of the barber shop? That was beautiful. What time was that?
Oh, the barbershop, see, that was later on in the day.
Right.
See, you got to understand, this happened at nighttime when he kicked him out the car and he got mad because he didn't want the boy. He specifically said, I don't want this boy around us no more. See, Jag was trying to they got a room. The husband said they got a room. Yeah. And Jag says, can we all three get naked? He said, hell no, we ain't all three sleeping in this bed. You know, so Jag is on that kind of...
Come on.
that kind of thing any goddamn way, right?
Right.
So, man, it went farther, right? So she's riding around with this little boy with the dreadlocks, right? So they
hang on. Now, that's not a boy. That's a 25-year-old pimp. Solo. He ain't no boy.
Oh, okay.
25 years old. Yeah.
That little, I will call him the scammer because you can tell he's scamming her, right?
No. Hold on. Now, I can't slander people like that unless you have proof. If you want to say alleged scammer, that's okay. But I'm saying he's a pimp. He saw a weakness. He moved in. You know.
Yes.
Turned her world upside down. Now he's lit. He's lit now. He's lit. That nigga's lit. Go ahead.
He is. Yeah. Now he can go on and do it and give him another. If you want to see that, I've been laughing all day yesterday. Even when she was throwing the kids' ashes on the men at the barbershop outside. She was throwing ashes on her face. And she acted a fool the whole day, though. So it was good content. But people keep talking about conspiracy. Ain't no conspiracy about that. Yeah. That lady is a straight up crazy thing who's mad that she didn't make it. It has nothing to do with Jay-Z. He didn't do nothing.
Right.
P. Diddy ain't did nothing. She's crazy on her own. That's just the bottom line. She has problems, so she didn't make it.
Now, hang on. I want to just throw this in there also. You know, she was kicking dirt on the Roots. They were good to her. They took her on tour. And just because someone gets a little notoriety and fame doesn't mean that they are ready to deal with it long term. Now, I don't have to be hateful talking about her, but having been in the music industry for most of my adult life, I do know that there's things that can stress you out, and if you're not careful, you then become consumed with always wanting to be in the camera eye or to be relevant, as they say today. So I'm not buying this whole thing with her Illuminati and the government is after her.
Either.
I think she's just full of shit. But I'll let you finish up. Go ahead.
Yep, I agree with you, and that's what I want to say.
Yeah.
I think she's full of shit,
and
she's like stirring trouble.
Yeah.
And I can't stand when these people put her on the show, and
goodness.
they give her this platform to talk ridiculous.
Yeah.
And what I hate is no one questions her actions. Like only one who did that was Wiley the other night, and she hung up on him. Because she was talking about Jay-Z stopped her she's got a website or something, and Jay-Z stopped it. So Wiley said, how do you know Jay-Z did that? So that pissed her off.
Right.
She was pissed.
Yeah.
Because Wiley called her out. Wiley said, yeah, I mean, if I'm going to have her on the show, I'm going to ask the questions. I'm not just going to be kissing her ass like these other ones do to get clicks and views.
Right.
You know, so she got mad because Wiley...
Now, hang on a second, because when I tell you I was watching videos all day on this and I was thoroughly entertained, Gerald, her husband, a.k.a. Goomba, when he was looking into the camera, I don't want to say the name, but he accused her of doing lines. Did you hear that?
No, he didn't say line. He said lives. He said they were drinking all day and doing lives because they was. All day long, they was doing lives. They was doing lives.
Oh, lives.
See, Nosy Ho got on the stage.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay. That's why I didn't want to say a name.
Live stream.
He said live. They were doing lives all day.
Live.
Okay.
Yes, he said live. And then Nosy Ho got on it today, and she said she's not going to talk about it no more.
Okay.
She said they fell out because of a certain thing I guess they discussed she didn't agree with. I don't want to bring it up on your live. But she said they fell out. And
well, hang on. Girl, I want all the tea. Why did Nosy Ho and Jaguar Wright fall out?
Okay. All right. Nosy says today, she said they fell out because Jaguar knows of Raphael Sadiq's pedophilia ways with little boys.
Oh, my goodness.
And then...
That sounds like a lie, folks. I have no knowledge of that, nor do I support that type of foolery. That's alleged nonsense.
That's why I didn't...
More than likely a lie.
That's why I didn't repeat it.
Okay.
That's why I didn't want to repeat it, because I'm like, who knows if Jag is telling the truth?
Right.
If Jag told Hosey know that, whatever her name is, Nosy Ho,
yeah.
And Nosy said she didn't like the fight. She didn't like the fact that Jaguar was still, I guess, acing for Raphael. She was like, if he's a pedophile, why are you still loving him and this, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
She said, so today Nosy was like, she does cocaine. She said that Jag does lines of cocaine.
We don't have no proof of that. But now hang on a second. Hold on.
No, we don't have proof.
Yeah, I don't know
that's
that.
What she said.
I don't know that to be true. Now hold on a second. What happened hold on. What happened with the Nicki Minaj lawsuit against Nosy Ho? Is that still going on?
Nosy Ho did not talk about that today. All she talked about was Jaguar Wright, because she wasn't even on there that long.
Okay. But
Nosy wasn't even on. She wasn't even on that long.
But is the lawsuit still going on? Is Nicki Minaj still suing Nosy Ho?
No, that part I don't know, because ain't nobody talked about it anymore.
Okay. All right, I'll check.
No one has. You haven't even no one has heard about it. You know.
Okay.
You know, who knows?
Right. Okay.
I don't want to speculate, but if I was smart, I'd be the smartest thing if I was nosy. But hey, you know, I wouldn't go out like Tasha K. God dang it.
Whoa.
Tasha K. did not want to apologize.
Yeah.
She did not. All she had to do at the beginning years ago was just take it back, and no, she wasn't. But hey,
okay.
You know,
hey,
everybody got their thing, but
I appreciate you calling in. You have a great night. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You too.
Hey,
bye-bye.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we getting all this tea together here tonight. Chalice messy. Big Elvis the Chef, hold on, I'll be right there. Sit tight. Let me see if I can do this wrench thing. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can figure this out. I want to give a sponsor a wrench. Let me see. I think I go into the, is it settings? Okay. Team Elite, try it now. See if your wrench is working. See if that's working, okay? Blade, I got you donation. Blade says, Star finally spoke on those ivory princesses that were murdered in Idaho. I thought he was avoiding the topic because the main suspect might be from his business partner's tribe. No, man, I'm just, he seems like an incel. And we have gone down that path before. I don't get a lot of traction. I don't get, donations. So, no, I wasn't going to waste my time. I'm about the bag, Blade. You know that. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. But thanks. Hold on. What is this? Okay, I don't care about this other email somebody sent me. Okay, so who are you? What? I say donation, PayPal. Take a look at the document and let's keep. Okay. What is this? I don't just download anything. Okay, I don't know who you are. Let me go to Big Elvis the Chef Rosenberg. Are you there? Big Elvis the Chef.
Big Elvis the Chef Rosenberg, I am here, Star.
Good to hear from you, man. What's cracking? Let's talk about it.
I was thinking about this incel conversation and how, I understand if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense, and how this is the subjects where people like to tune out and do other things. But what we have to talk about is what is truly an incel. An incel is a involuntarily celibate person.
Yes.
And not only are they involuntarily celibate, they are disenfranchised. And all disenfranchised groups of people lash out in very peculiar ways. And I do have a soft spot in my heart for incels. And I think that we need to have more awareness as to what is it that's going on right now and how can we solve these problems. I'm ready to start a non-for-profit on this. I don't know how well it'll do in public opinion, but I have a bit of a solution for this.
Okay, now hang on a second, Elvis. Let me just go back for those who are just now joining the show. So, I have spoken about incels in the past, and I pulled a couple of notes, but it's more so the question I'm asking is, are they really a threat? We know they're dangerous, but are they a threat? People love to kick dirt on black-on-black crime, black people, the blacks are out of control. But meanwhile, you hear very few people really do deep dives about incels. And most of them subscribe to extreme, right-wing extremism. And since the pandemic, I think the numbers have grown because a lot more people had to stay indoors. They don't do well in society. And even before the term really picked up traction in 2014, whenever you would see white shooters, or even if they were just phenotypically white, the media would almost coddle them and say, oh, he was withdrawn, he was highly intelligent. They would almost give them praise even though they were pieces of shit. And now you're saying you have a soft spot for them? That's what you just said?
Yeah, I do, because like any disenfranchised group, they need their Martin Luther King.
Disenfranchised how? Explain. Disenfranchised how?
They're disenfranchised because it's similar to what you said, how they were given this like coddling effect where, oh, poor baby, they were upset because they couldn't get the girl, so they acted a certain way. And I think that's a farce. I think it's a miscalculation, a misunderstanding, and truly a disservice to a group of men that need to have a light shined on them and let them know, like, yo, we see you. It's like they're going through their lives unseen. And when that happens, it's nothing good going to come from a person who feels unseen, unloved, undesired. And if we keep not having that soft spot and just pushing it off to the side, what's going to happen possibly is we're going to have a group of people that might decide to link up and do some damage on some on a scale where we're unprepared for.
I hear you, I guess, but I mean, are we supposed to feel sorry for them because they're withdrawn? They don't function well amongst people, and they're mad at females. They're hateful, and the way that they express themselves is to commit murder. We're supposed to feel sorry for them?
Well, I don't think we should feel sorry for anyone. but we should show compassion, and we should make an effort. We should be inviting them to the birthday parties, inviting them to the cookouts, letting them know, yo, I got an extra ticket. You want to go to the game? We all going to go. We should be including the disenfranchised, these men that we're talking of now. They are human, and we need to let them know that we see them, we love them, and we got your back.
I hear you. I don't agree, but I hear you. I mean, there's a large majority of people who don't want to mix and mingle in society. They want to be loners. And this subculture that we're talking about, for those who don't know, they are intertwined with others of like mind. Are you familiar with 4chan, the platform called 4chan?
Right.
No, are you familiar?
I've never been
That's
on
a
the
question.
platform.
Do you know about it?
Yeah, 4chan and 8chan and 4chan. I've heard of them. I've never tapped in.
Okay. Continue, please. We're doing somewhat of a deep dive. Continue. Incels.
Well, the people. We could go deeper and talk about this, but I just want to hit you with
Pause.
one. Oh yeah, my bad. With the solution.
Go ahead.
And the solution to this is to legalize prostitution and allow these men a place to go where they can develop relationships with women at their jobs. And these women will have jobs from 18 to 70 without a problem. And all I need is $3 million to get started, Star. I'm calling you about that now.
Well, hang on a second. I want to spend a little time on this before I shift gears, because I want to put another question in my showrunner. Ted Bundy, you know the name well, I'm sure. Ted Bundy,
right.
Ted Bundy was a good-looking man, according to multiple people. But he chose to brutally beat and kill females. He wasn't rejected. Women found him to be attractive. He took pleasure in killing them. So what would have been the in your opinion? I mean, if we can just go back, because you said that you have a soft spot for incels. What would have been the right course of action to prevent Ted Bundy from killing? One of the most famous serial killers. If you're saying compassion.
Yeah, he was the guy who. Yeah, he walked around with the cast, and he was like, "Help me put this chair in the back of my car, please." And then he kidnapped them and did horrible things. And he was a handsome guy. He was charismatic.
Yeah.
But what he also was a psychopath and a sociopath. These incels are not psycho or sociopath. What they are is men that are being created. The difference between this serial killer is that his trajectory was that of a psychopath, whereas an incel, their trajectory is where they're going to be led to. They're willing to be led. They're willing to have their Martin Luther King, so to speak for them and move in a certain direction. They're honest. They're trustworthy. They're reliable. They're on time.
Shit.
They show up to work and they do their jobs. And
Elvis, most of them don't have jobs. You do know that. Most of them are home all day on social media. A lot of them don't work. They're just.
Yeah, I think that might be propaganda. I think that what we need to do is revisit the core of this from the beginning. We need to get to the truth and get to the bottom of it, because what we're dealing with is what we've been told, what we kind of hear, what we whisper about, what we talk about. But it's like there is a place, and let me just say this: when my wife and I were going to have children, it was a 1 in every 150 children were going to be on some sort of spectrum. Okay, this has been 12 years since we had children. Now the spectrum has changed to 1 in every 45. So this is going to be our reality. These are the people that they're looking to put on a check.
Gotcha.
These are the people. This is part of the have and the have-nots. And we don't need to have a bunch of knots that are maybe possibly getting angry and maybe possibly organizing.
Okay. Elvis, I have to take other calls, man. I appreciate you calling in. Have a great evening. Thank you so much.
Bless.
Yes, okay. Elvis the Chef Rosenberg. I'll let you say your piece, folks. I don't have to agree with you. I think we need more jails for incels and put them in general population. Hold on, guys. I'm looking for something in my one of my folders. Give me a second. Where the fuck is it? I don't see this. I'm looking for Skylar Saunders' new showrunner. Holy shit. I'm going to have to come back to it. So let's move on. Let's move on from incels, okay? I have not combed out too much research here, but something hit me today. I want to ask you guys a question along with the topic of Jaguar, Wright. Are Hispanics claiming black culture? And, well, let's just say hip-hop / rap is the culture that most people look to. Not saying that represents, all black people, but it's part of the dominant genre. Okay? I don't necessarily feel that because as a man of color, I don't wake up every day and think about hip hop. I don't watch fucking rap videos, and I certainly don't, let something or someone dictate to me how I should talk, where the fuck I should live. But let's just go with that for a second. Black culture. Bad Bunny. The biggest Puerto Rican, possibly Hispanic in the game right now, born in 1994, according to Wikipedia. Let me just read something to you here. Personal life, okay? In 2020, Bad Bunny style influenced fellow Latin artists, yada, yada, yada. Here's his personal life. Interview in Los Angeles Times, Bad Bunny stated that he sees sexuality as fluid. At the end of the day, I don't know if in 20 years I will like men. No one knows in life, but at the moment I am heterosexual and I like women. And that's cute. That's a cute little play, to not offend people who are gender fluid or the trans community, so on and so forth. I speak poquito español. Poquito, not mucho. And I've watched some of his videos over the last year. This may sound a little crazy. It looks like a minstrel show. Looks like a minstrel show. I see Hispanic women dancing like black women. The chains, the cars. Again, it doesn't necessarily represent all black people, but Bad Bunny looks like he's ripping off black culture. He's getting paid. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? A minstrel show. They're not dancing bachata or merengue. Hip-hop style. Popping their booties, pee-popping, dipping it low. Hip-hop style. And I think this conversation is important to have because, and I don't want to keep taking shots at Fat Joe, but Fat Joe hosted the BET Awards. I don't give a fuck where Fat Joe grew up. He's Hispanic. and he can't stop saying nigga. Fat Joe even said Hispanics created hip-hop 50-50 with blacks. That's a fucking lie. I'll say it again. That's bullshit. And salute to Crazy Legs, who called into the show and even said breakdancing in the early days, that was that Moreno style. Black. Hispanics did not create breakdancing. They did not create hip-hop. It was not 50-50. I'll tell anybody, you're full of shit. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? I want to go a little deeper. Let's take New York for example. New York, the home of advertising, sponsorship, and endorsement deals. Advertising, sponsorship, and endorsement deals, right? So the market has changed in New York. I remember in 2006 when I was hosting the Star and Buckwald show on Power 105, and the PPM, Portable People Meter, reality came into play. And I was kicking people's asses up in New York in those ratings books. That's a fucking fact, like me or not. And I got fired in 2006. Think what you want. I don't give a fuck. I never paid nobody, never lost a lawsuit, whatever. But after I got fired, La Mega started kicking everybody's ass in New York, beating them like old slaves. Now, you've heard me speak about the PPM ratings, which I keep my eye on because people holler at me from time to time about radio and, I like being a social engineer. I love it. Talking about trending topics. So, again, let's talk about New York. Right here I have the 12-plus PPM numbers for New York, 18 to 34 average share, 25 to 54-year-olds. These are the PPMs, the ratings for New York radio. See that? La Mega, WSKQ. Let's take 12 plus. Folks, just bear with me. I want to lay all this out and give you some context. 12 plus. These are the ratings for October, November, and December. WBLS is beating Hot 97 and Power 105. In fact, Power 105 in the 12 plus demographic is below Hot 97. WSKQ, beating the shit out of both of those stations, Hot 97 and Power 105. In the 12 plus demo, WBLS is beating SKQ. Okay. 18 to 34 demographics. BLS is ahead. WBLS 107.5 is ahead of Power 105 and Hot 97. SKQ is ahead of both of those stations. Okay. 25 to 54-year-olds. WSKQ is the number 2 station in New York. BLS is ahead of Hot 97. Power 105 is way the fuck down there. So, my question, are Hispanics claiming black culture? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? And I'm just using Bad Bunny as an example, Maybe there is no saving New York radio or hip-hop in New York. Maybe the Hispanics have taken it and ran with it. Maybe they've just had their run. It's time to flip the formats and Am I making sense to you? So the conversation, let me just say this for a second. The conversation of going back to New York, well, go back to New York to do what? You're getting beat and you're going to die. I mean, that's a plausible theory. I'm not saying that's exactly what's going to happen, but yeah, hey, you're getting beaten, you're going to die, and the Hispanics have taken over. Yeah. Just wanted to ask you that. Area code 605. Good evening. We're talking about Jaguar Wright and are Hispanics claiming black culture. 605.
Good evening, Star. It's Miss Ruth. How are you?
Hey, good to hear from you. Good to hear from you.
Am I sounding all right? Because my phone be janky sometimes.
You sound great. You're calling in from North Dakota, or is it South? I forget.
South Dakota.
Okay, good to hear from you. Former NYPD.
Yeah, I was calling in regards to the Jaguar Wright situation.
Please, let's go.
I was thinking, why was she sent to a psych ward, and why wasn't she charged with aggravated assault?
I don't know.
You know, who made that call? Because I didn't see somebody, you know, in a psych type situation. I saw somebody that was angry and walked up there and started throwing hands.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, who made the call to have her go to a psych ward?
Well, I think that the police made that decision, DeSoto, Texas police, because she was spitting at them, uncontrollable, yelling, cursing, and they probably said, hey, there's nothing we can do with her. I'm just assuming if we tase her, she might die.
It was just hard to tell, but I mean, she was still throwing hands, and if I was there, I would have locked her up for assault. I didn't see nothing that was psychologically wrong with her, because a lot of people get angry and be spitting and all of that stuff, but I don't know. I'm curious about that one. And then I also feel sorry for the husband. That man was supporting her. That man was the best thing that ever happened to Jaguar Wright. And he was telling her in another video, baby, why you putting this on YouTube? Why you blasting us, putting us on blast like this? Some things need to remain private. And I think you were on point when you were saying that it's all about wanting to have those views and the YouTube fame. It got to her. And this young man, Solar, come out of nowhere.
Pimp.
And just
Solar the pimp.
Ruin the whole situation.
Well, now, hang on, Miss Ruth. Hang on. I don't know if he ruined it. I think he enhanced the bullshit. We want the bullshit, Miss Ruth. We want the bullshit. And he gave us what we wanted. We are a nation of trolls. We have to feed the machines. The trolls are eating content creators. We don't give a goddamn if Jaguar Wright goes to the penitentiary or she goes to get mental help. We gotta get these numbers rolling. Let's keep it real.
It's true. It's horrible. It's getting
It's capitalism.
How people are just not really caring and wanting to do all of this outrageousness just for views. It's insane.
Miss Ruth,
it's insane.
You are retired NYPD. Are you older than me? I forget. I'm 58. We've spoken before.
Yeah.
Yeah? You're older than me?
Yeah, I just turned 62 January 2nd.
Okay. So now, were you watching the videos today and getting up to speed on all the Jaguar Wright tea? It's beautiful.
Yeah, I've been watching quite a bit of it and watching all the different creators give their different perspectives on what they think happened.
Yeah. I ain't got time for the NFL today. I'm watching the different channels talking Jaguar Wright and Solar the pimp. He pimped her out.
She was polarizing when she first came out, Star. She was saying stuff that nobody heard before. Yeah. And it was the way that she was saying it. Yeah. It was pure entertainment. I got swallowed up into the Jaguar Wright moment when she first came out, too. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah. She's saying some stuff I had never heard before.
Speak your truth, girl. You was on that
Yes.
shit. Speak your truth,
Yes.
girl. Yeah.
I mean, it was crazy, and so now everybody wants her on their podcast because they
Not me.
she's gonna spit
Not me.
some craziness.
I don't want to bitch. I don't want to talk to her. No, I just want to watch her go down, go down deeper and deeper and deeper. And I loved it when they put her on the gurney. Did you see that? Loved it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was the whole thing was dramatic, Star. The whole thing was dramatic, but it bothered me how the both of them, her and Solar, kept keeping their eye on the camera. It's like you were saying, they were aware they were live. They were aware of everything that they were doing. You know, that whole thing with the ashes was freaking insane.
Loved it.
Who does that?
Loved it. She's rubbing the ashes on her face. And
It was just drama. But I really feel for the husband, and I'm curious to see if he's going to take her back. That remains to be seen. But, yeah, it was just crazy. I just wanted to call and...
Thank you. Miss Ruth, can I ask you a question? You're a little older than me, and I'm not trying to hate on Hispanics. I'm just asking a question based upon, what I see a shift. I see a change. I always... I watch the markets. I have to. People talk to me from time to time. I do my own analytics. Are Hispanics claiming black culture? And I'm not saying hip hop and rap music is all that encompasses black culture, but that is the dominant genre. In your opinion, are Hispanics claiming black culture?
This is how I feel. I feel that the Africans that were slaves, they were sent to America, but they were also sent to the islands. And I don't understand why the slavery experience of the Africans on the islands differ from the slavery experience of the Africans that were shipped to America.
Miss Ruth, can I ask you to update it? Let's not go back. Let's talk about now. Fuck all that. Taino shit, yada yada, Afro Latina.
No, but
hang on, Miss Ruth, because there are many. Hang on, Miss Ruth. There are many Hispanics who do not like black people.
That's true.
They will intertwine with them, get high with them, have sex with them. But when it's time to code switch, they will code switch and try to be passed off as Caucasian. Please, let's talk about now. Now, are Hispanics claiming black culture? Now.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, the fashions, the style, the speech, the slang. I mean, but it's not only Hispanics; it's everyone is doing it.
I'm specifically talking about Hispanics, Miss Ruth. Specifically, again. Stay focused. Come on, Hispanics.
Yeah, I'm not gonna deny it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I mean, everybody thinks that it's cool, but
Tu habla español.
anything to.
Tu habla español.
Of course. Of course I do. Of course I do. I mean, I remember growing up and going to high school, and if I saw, like the blacks in the neighborhood sporting a particular style,
right.
You want to be cool, and
that Moreno style. That's that Moreno shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. But I mean, I don't see it as a negative light. If anything, it should be.
I'm just asking. I didn't say it was. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me.
And they did the same with us. You know what I mean? With our food, with our music. I think it's all interchangeable.
Hang on, Miss Ruth. Who did what with the food? Puerto Rican food? Well, I'm confused.
Well, yeah, I mean, blacks eat at Latin restaurants. You'd find them in the Cuchifrito places
Right,
too.
right.
You know what I mean? They like both.
Puerto Rican food kills black people in high numbers. Cholesterol, fucking clogged arteries, heart valves, and all that shit.
Right, because it's not like Southern food, like the fried chicken.
Fuck out of here.
The best.
Coquito and fried pork. That shit's
None
not
of that,
good for you.
right?
Fuck that shit. Now, hang on, Miss Ruth, before you go, you're a knowledgeable Hispanic woman, and you've called my show before. You know, I was really into freestyle music back in the days. I was up in 1018, roller skating, high on that powder, and freestyle had their own style, of dressing, but freestyle died dead, and you had
it did.
Puerto Ricans and Hispanics that gravitated towards hip hop more so in large numbers. Freestyle died, and their styles died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm sorry that it happened because it was such a great time in music,
I love freestyle.
It is what it is. Nothing lasts forever, star. Nothing lasts forever.
Louder than love, louder than love. Remember that?
Yes, I was a big fan of the Cover Girls, Noel, all of them. All of them. Loved them all.
George Lamont.
But you have a real good night.
Yo, stay with me. Sweet Sensation. Pajama Party. Yo, no say. Right? Yo, no say.
What? See? You're proof. You're a black man that likes the Spanish music.
I was there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Word. But you take care, Star. You have a good night.
Thank you, Miss Ruth. Okay. Miss Ruth kept it real. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just asking. Or Hispanics claiming black culture. Go watch a Bad Bunny video. Popping their booties. Diamonds and shit. You didn't see no Puerto Ricans back in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. Fucking diamonds on there. What? It's that nigga shit. Hold on a second. Uh-oh. Somebody from New York. 917. Are you there? Good evening, 917.
OG Star, what's going on? It's Eric Bird.
Who's this?
Eric Bird.
Hey.
Send the donation in.
Hey, what's up, man?
Joint.
Good to hear. Okay, you want to talk about incels. Okay, I'll go back for you, sir. Are incels really a threat?
Yeah, definitely deep dive.
Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, it's funny because most of the killings while I was researching, most of the incels killings were kind of started in Canada. Even I think 1989.
Yeah.
This dude who was abused by his father and he was treated bad by his sister, his mother. He was kind of like the first prototype of incel. But then before incel in America it was called True Force Lonely types. George Sedini, and a lot of the incel True Force Lonely they was in the seduction community. They was like looking up pickup artistry, all that stuff. And what happened was it didn't work out for them, so they started. And then Elliot Rodger, he did PUA hate.
Right.
So George Sedini, back to him, he went up and shot up before that he was going to like pick up artists, dating coaches and stuff like that. But he got frustrated. He went to I think LA Fitness and shot at 6 women and all that stuff. So the culture's been around, but it's been like all over the place.
Yeah. Subculture.
She started in Canada. She took accountability. She felt bad because she felt like she created a monster, but it was out of control. So then Elliot Rodger became the prototype. He became a martyr because he was like the supreme gentleman. So everybody that recently till this day, they praise Elliot Rodger, and even the guy that shot up Walmart, the manager, not to laugh, he claimed he had problems with women. So anybody that doesn't have a girlfriend that's shooting up spot, like you said, the gentleman in Idaho, everybody's on incel, even including Dylan Roof. So
now, hang on a second. I don't know if the guy who's been arrested for the Idaho killings is an incel. I'm just assuming. And truthfully, I wasn't interested in the story. I just said, another fucking incel. I don't want to get into his trip. I don't want to do the whole report on why he's withdrawn, why he's so fucking intelligent.
Dog whistle language.
Special and unique. Fuck him. If he's the killer, I don't know if he is. Fuck him. But now I'm talking about the broader issue of incels. So go ahead, finish up, please.
Yeah, because even on Vice did a so-called hit piece about incels. They did a little documentary about incels.
That was a year ago.
That
was a year ago. I saw that a year ago.
Exactly. Yeah. And mostly, they most of them off themselves, and then most of them supposedly, they're on these websites. And again, go back to the whole, it's anybody that's not even have a manifesto, anybody that's lonely, and like you said, of an ill, because they connected incels with Wright, the Manosphere, MGTOW. Even though MGTOW, they don't want nothing to do with incels because they feel like it's, and that's the reason why they only hate the Southern Poverty Law.
Hang on, for those who don't know, MGTOW picked up a lot of traction around 2015. Men going their own way, folks. In case you don't know what MGTOW stands for. Go ahead, sir. You were saying? Go ahead.
Exactly, and then now they're looking into the black manosphere with that other side of that too, because they're saying the whole black incel, and now the whole traction is this whole passport bro stuff. They're kind of been labeling that group as incels too. Like a lot of men of color are going to Brazil, even though that's been going on for decades.
Yeah.
Of course, white folks were into going overseas. So it's this guy named Austin Holloman. He's a YouTuber, and he got ran out of Brazil because some feminists out there threatened him. So he's out because he's talking down about American women and all this stuff. But word got back to Brazil, and they got him out of there.
Yeah. Hey man,
also I wanted to speak.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, go ahead. You have the floor. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to chime in about the Hispanics and the black culture, and you hit that on the nail because I was going to this is not funny, but a job application, and only me and this other African American ADOS male, we were only dressed up in like black shoes for a job interview. Everybody else, a lot of the Hispanics, they came in with hats, ponytails, Jordans, and just looking like they just came off the block. And I'm like, seriously? and then you had exactly fitted cat, and they looking at me weird. And then but then you chime on to something because a lot of people of color came in with sandals and do rags, and I'm like, are you serious for a job interview? And that's the market now because you see a lot of most of African Americans and ADOS, non-ADOS, even Hispanics, they come in McDonald's, even a lot of retail stores looking like they go to block selling nickels and dimes. Even Icy Spice, she had a biology degree, and she's turned that down to be a drill rapper. Like
Ice
really?
Spice.
So you're right. You hit on
Ice
there.
Spice. Yeah,
Ice Spice. Yeah, but I give
you thought I was feeling you? That nigga a munch.
Drake though.
Yeah.
But it was good talking to you, OG Star. I know you got a lot of callers.
Salute, man.
Salute.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Salute. Okay.
And salute to Houston, man.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Houston. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just asking the question: are they claiming black culture? Maybe black people, African Americans, FBA. Maybe you've taken rap music as far as you can take it. Now another culture needs to step in to save it. Blacks created rock and roll. Well, Little Richard, Chuck Berry. White people took it over. They killed Jimi Hendrix. Oh, I believe they killed him. I believe they killed Jimi Hendrix. He was light years ahead of everybody else. That's just a fucking fact. Well, it's a fact he was light years ahead. I don't know if he was killed or not, but, A bountiful soul. I got your donation. Star Mama's Boys versus incels. What's the difference? Tell us, Janet. You want to call in? What is the difference? Are you familiar with the world of incels? A lot of them come from good homes. I think it's the act, if you ask me, the act of committing a crime that separates them. Mama's boys don't necessarily have to be destructive. I mean, they can be bitchified. But the incels are influential, aside from being about that life. If that answers your question, but thank you for your donation. Okay. Jamal, I got you donations. Italians took over freestyle, so Ricans taking hip hop. Oh. That's a good one. Italians took over freestyle, so Ricans taking hip hop. Let me just say this. And again, I'm just using Fat Joe because he spoke up and he had the fucking audacity to say, Puerto Ricans or Hispanics, however he put that, created hip hop 50-50 with black. You're full of shit, Joe. But how did he get to host the BET Awards? I don't watch BET. But how did they put him in place? Well, that was Jay-Z, clearly. Joe's he's a Rock Nation worker. Thank you for your donation, Jamal. Okay, Janet sent me a long... Okay, Janet, I can't read this right now, but thank you. Sent me a link to an op-ed. Jen, I actually spoke about that before. But thank you. I'll just say thank you. I spoke about that before. Monster the Animal got you donation. Vato for life. I ain't trying to be no spear chucker fool. Oh, that sounds hot. That sounds hot, Monster the Animal. But thank you for your donation. Okay, I'll check out this link later. Somebody sent me something about Jaguar Wright's son. Yeah, I don't want to hear from her son. I want to hear from Jaguar Wright. Hold on a second. Okay, who is this? What is this? Florida Boy Jay sent me something. Okay, thank you, FBJ. I'll check that out later. Can't look at that right now, but thank you. Donation via PayPal. Okay, I'll look at that later. Can't look at that right now. Okay, hold on a second. Skylar, can you send me a direct link, please? Direct. Skylar Saunders, check your email. I need a direct link. Omar, I got your donation. Thank you very much. You're on the line, 646. Where are you, sir? Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your donation. Mr. Omar, are you there, sir?
Oh, yeah, I'm here, so what's going on?
Jaguar Wright, man. God's work. God sat her down.
Oh, yo. Star, man, I'm just going to put it like this, right? You know, everybody always talk like, you know, when white people have mental health or whatever, right. You know, oh, it's a travesty, you know, we got to understand their mind. But when black people try to claim it, oh, nah, yo, send that nigga to jail. Straight up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's just that the way of the world, the way it is. You know, there's so many topics touched on tonight. You know, I'm sitting up here getting banged up, just laughing at your man who called in Elvis, man. He's smoking jums.
Big Elvis, he has he's
smoking moon rock.
A soft spot for incels. But go ahead.
all right, yeah. But you know, it's just a bunch of nonsense. You know, like everything that's going on between Jaguar Wright, the Puerto Rican culture. I got some of my best friends is Spanish, Hispanic. We all grew up together. I was born in 84.
And sir, that's fine. Hang on a second. One of my friends, Paul, a.k.a. Loose Cannon, Puerto Rican, called in to help me with the Dana White topic. I'm not saying that, you know, we should be hateful, but at the same time, you know, black culture is the dominant culture and genre. And I'm not just saying just hip-hop, because hip-hop is not everything that black people are about. Most black people don't want to be affiliated with all the hip-hop shit or the rap shit, to be honest with you. But, you know, the question itself, there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, you know, are Hispanics claiming black culture? You know, there's nothing wrong with asking.
Oh, no. I'm not trying to cop a plea for the Hispanic race, but I'm just saying that I grew up with them. You understand? Like, So like we grew up in the same hoods, we had the same type of struggle. So I understand and I can relate with them trying to say that, okay, we're together in certain situations. But when it comes down to us being the creators, yes, I have to say that we did create it. But at the end of the day, we've been together. Our families intermingled together. There's so many different Black and Hispanic couples that's together. It's a lot of stuff. So I mean, it just all depends on where you grew at. You feel me?
I hear you, sir.
That's all.
Hey, stay with me. I hear you, but let me just say this. When I was on that powder, there were certain people who they were my friends then. When I got off the powder and I got my mind right, I don't want to see those fucking people, I don't stay in contact with those people. We had a common interest then. During the 60s and the 70s, when blacks and Hispanics were marginalized and profiled, yes, you had a common interest. You were all living in poverty, in the shitholes. That was your common interest. You've elevated yourselves. You've gravitated more towards a different way of thinking as opposed to being victims. They used to call Hispanics spics back in the 50s, But now people have elevated. So was there ever really a true black and brown coalition, or just were you together because you were fucked up in the pockets?
Oh, nah. I mean, like, me and my mans, we still together, you know what I'm saying? Like, we went from, being in the projects, you know what I'm saying, from concrete floors to gunshot, wood floors in the house, you feel me? We still together still to this day, but again, it's about your relationship. It's about the things that you go through with people. Now, I can't say that about the older generation because, some of the older poppies, they look at you like you crazy. That's that Moreno over there. But, like when you come up with people that you come up with, the generations move forward. It's not that old time no more.
I hear you. So you're saying all that racism and all that separatism, that's a thing of the past. Nobody's thinking like that no more.
I can't say everybody. Again, like I'm just saying, like it all depends on your circumstances. Like when you grow up in New York, that's the melting pot. If you got people that's your people, they're gonna be your people. No matter wherever you go together. If he got your back, y'all got each other back, and that's gonna be what it is.
Okay. Hey man, I appreciate the call. You want to say anything else about Jaguar, right? I mean, I want to ride on this nut job. I want to ride on that bitch.
I just want to say again, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like a lot of times us as just being regular people, we want to hear about those stories that we don't know nothing about because at those times we think that those are the biggest people in the world. But today, a lot of this stuff is coming out. You like, yo, these cats was doing some funny style things,
She wanted to be...
It is what it is.
She wanted to be accepted in those circles that she now claims... are satanic, ungodly, and people of low moral standards. She wanted to be a part of that. She did.
Maybe she wanted to, but at the end of the day, maybe she got washed up. Maybe she couldn't cut it. Yeah. Whatever happened, whatever it is, she feel like she telling her truth. I can't say what it is because I wasn't there. But at the end of the day, a lot of this stuff is entertaining. I mean, come on. It's like Keith Murray. He talking about Corinne got cakes on her lips. It's hilarious. We laughing at this stuff.
Right.
We not taking it serious. It's entertainment.
Totally. Thank you for your call, man. Thank you.
No problem, sir.
Yes, sir. Salute. Okay. Hold on a second, folks. On the screen, www.songsthatwork.info, one of my sponsors. They can help you with music publishing, sampling, licensing. If you are an artist, a manager, producer, a liaison, reach out to them. Tell them I sent you. www.songsthatwork.info. Okay, hold on a second. I want to make sure I'm promoting some of my newest sponsors as well. www.easyreachapparel.com. Sit tight, guys, on the phone. Thank you, Deeds. Where he was staying when he was rushed. 310. Sit tight. Sit tight. Guys, I'm taking a trip tomorrow morning. I'm not sure what time I'm going to do a show, but keep me up to speed on the Jaguar Wright, fallout, debacle of sorts. And again, salute to Solar, the pimp. I think he's 25 years of age. His name is spelled Soular, okay? Brought Jaguar Wright and her husband, brought him down. I have to respect the pimping. Virginia Slim, a.k.a. Flacco, sends it a donation. Star, can't identify with dudes who can't get cakes, and neither can I, okay? Happy New Year. Flacco's back. Is that really my old homie, Flacco? Thank you for your donation. Real Paper got your donation. 100% Mexican, Houston, Texas. Not that Puerto Rican trash. Oh! You see? The hate between the Hispanics is real. I'm just asking the question. Monster the Animal. Niggas be hating when I pulled up with brown sugar. Okay. One or two more calls, guys. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to go to PayPal. Caller, sit tight. Big Eye Keith, thank you for your donation. Hold on. So I want to get the keys. I'm missing a few of Big Eye Key's PayPals. Everybody hold on. I got to go back. Okay, I read Hateful Life. Big Eye Key says, damn, I heard Jaguar Wright got her number 10. Okay, Big Eye Key says, damn, I heard Jaguar Wright got her number 10 fade ass snatched up. Out that 85 Corolla. Okay, LOL, I can't wait to hear the Illuminati devil conspiracies. Right. Big Eye Key then says, respectfully, big nigga, can I run a GoFundMe scam in your name? No, sir. LOL. And Florida Boy J looks like the gay-ass version of Predator. His laces are rainbows, okay? William Bobo, R.I.P. Yellow Jesus, full of hate. Hate is enough. Coke Thoughts at 3 a.m. White Boy Jason, Mike from Boston, and Bob the Cop. Okay, thank you. Big Aki then says, oh, yeah, did you hear Mark Lamont? You big dummy Hill tried to throw shots at the new black media. LOL, Jason Black cooked him and Eric Dyson. No, can you send me a link, Big Eye Key, please? Send me a link. I'll take a listen to that. Why the Caged Bussy Sings sends in a donation. Star, the only machine coming for Jaguar Wright is the keypad beeping loudly when her EBT card declines. Okay. Big Eye Key then says, and incel's been a threat, but they're white, so people ignore it. Remember the Batman shooter? Okay. And Gangsta of Love has neck tattoos saying the daycare is open. Shit. Area code 310, good evening. We're finishing up. Jaguar Wright. Out of here. Are you up to speed? 310. Yes, no, maybe? Okay.
Hey.
Hi,
Star.
Hey, who's
Hello?
this? Hey.
Hi, Star. This is Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer.
I was calling to talk about. Hi.
Hey.
I was calling to talk about Jaguar.
Let's go. I'm
So
up to
I was
speed.
shocked to see.
I'm up to speed, girl. I'm just letting you know I watched 3 hours of
Well, if you're up to speed,
come on.
But if you're up to speed, do you know who Solar is?
Yeah, Solar. He spells his name Soular from Carbonation. 25 years of age. Jaguar Wright's husband was buying him Air Force Ones, skinny jeans.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that
Feeding him.
he was from Carbonation.
Feeding him. Peekaboo, we see you. And I think he's from Marietta, Georgia, because he was talking about the producer. Is it A1? And his name is on the wall of his studio. Yeah, let's go, girl. I'm with the bullshit. I'm with the bullshit. Come on.
I didn't know that you knew he was. I didn't know that you knew he was with Carbonation. I said, I was like, does he know this? Does Star know that he used to kiss Eligio's feet and stand there for hours and hours while he spoke and served?
Oh no.
He was his damn near. He was his slave. He was Nature Boy's first right hand man slave. Like he did everything for him. Everything. He used to make them dress certain ways. He used to make them feed him, rub his shoulders, kiss his feet.
Oh no! Now hang on a second. Is he a switch hitter? Because Nature Boy used to make gay porn films. He did, and he admitted to it.
Well, that was always the rumor, but there was never any
No,
proof,
no,
so
no,
we don't
no,
know
no.
that.
Hang on. No. I saw a video with Nature Boy admitting to it. He admitted to it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to say anything that I don't want to put your channel. I don't know for sure. I wasn't there.
Well, no.
I just know that I used to watch these videos. I used to watch Carbonation sometimes, and there was a lot going on. I mean, I think Solar is truly disturbed by what happened, and recently he said that he was the leader of Carbonation and that he was running shit now.
Okay.
While Eligio is in jail. Nature Boy's in jail right now, so he thinks he's running shit. I wasn't sure if you were aware of all of this. There was a lot that happened.
Yeah. So now, is he still with Carbonation, or has he, broken free?
Well, there is no Carbonation right now.
Okay. There you go.
The only people there are Nature Boy's 4 wives who are still down for him, and Solar, who is still claiming that he's in charge now. And that's why I was like, well, how did Jaguar, how did she end up with him? He's he leeches onto people, and he's always staying with different people, traveling here, traveling there. I'm just wondering how they met. How did she get entangled with him 2 weeks ago, and she's calling him nephew all of a sudden? And
can I jump in for a second? Can I jump in? Now,
yes,
now respectfully, he's not leeching. He's macking. He macked. Oh, yeah. He macked.
Ew.
He macked Jaguar, right? And he macked her husband. He macked them both, and when Jaguar's husband was giving him the ground and pound, Solar was saying, "I love you," right?
Oh God, yeah, he was. He was saying that. You're right.
I love you.
It was also creepy to me.
Beat me, Daddy, beat me.
Especially knowing where he came from. Especially just knowing a few months ago he would do anything for Nature Boy. Anything.
Okay.
So, I just wanted to say that.
Well, hang on. Stay with me. So, what's going on with Nature Boy? He's still locked up, right? No bail? What's the story?
Nature Boy is locked up for rape. R-A-P-E, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
He's locked up, and we don't know when he's getting out. They have denied all of his what are they called? Bail hearings.
Appeals.
They've denied, they've denied all of that. So Nature Boy he's a mess. He doesn't need to, I have nothing to say about that. Oh.
Well, no. Hang on. Listen, you called to let's talk about this tea now. Now, what happened to Nature Boy's trans woman that he introduced? Remember he introduced her last year?
We saw her in one video, and after that she disappeared. We don't know what happened to her. She was there, and then all of a sudden she was gone.
Oh. The hate or miss is nothing.
People... You know what's going on. And you know what's so crazy? Solar, just a few weeks ago, was with Nature Boy's baby's mother, Velvet, for like weeks, saying that they were together and they were doing videos together. He had took her and said that they were both chief and chiefess and all this weirdo shit just recently. That's why I was like, how did he go from her to Jag and her husband so fast? Like, that was just last month.
Okay. Now, hang on. I need to ask you, do you believe all that conspiracy bullshit with Jaguar, right? Talking about Clive Davis is after her and all that nonsense. Do you believe it? Keep it real.
I don't know.
Keep it real.
I really don't know. I go back and forth with maybe it could be true, maybe not. I think that Jag, seeing as though she thinks that the government's following her and all of that, I think that maybe 2% of what she says is real. And I think the rest is all bullshit. That's what I think.
Okay. Well, listen, keep me up to speed on the bullshit because I spent all day watching these videos. Do you watch Sweet Ma for Life on YouTube?
No, I don't know who Sweet Ma for Life is.
Great channel.
I'm not.
Great
Really?
channel. Sweet Ma for Life. Yeah, she was streaming,
I just
streaming
saw
at
a little
5
bit
a.m.
of T-Pain. What is his name? Oh, I saw a little bit of T-Pain, I think his name is.
Yep.
Yep. I saw a little bit of his video with Solar, and I thought it was very funny.
Yeah.
But no, I'll check out Sweet Ma for Life. I will definitely check her out.
Thank you for calling, darling. You have a great night. Thank you.
Thank you, Star.
Okay,
Bye.
bye now. Look at these sweet black women that call in and appreciate my efforts, huh? Guys, thank you for entertaining the discussions this evening. I got to take a small trip in the morning. I'll keep you posted. And hold on a second. I got a sponsor that sent me a banner that's really small. Hold on a second. Not your average clothing. We got to get your banner bigger, but let's get it cracking right now. Thank you guys for being a new sponsor, and I will see you folks, if not tomorrow, Tuesday, okay? Take care. Be safe.
You out this world, need some space for me. I'm out here, girl, I'm back up in the street. So I don't really got time to fuss and fight no more with you. Really got time to fuss and fight no more. Why you tripping, baby? You know you invited. Acting like you know what's up, but you ain't psychic. Told you nothing going down, but you ain't like it. I told you nothing going down when you excited. So if you want a song, go and get the one. Show me the money, get the money, let's go down, down. Break it up. When we make it up, make it up, break it up. Break it up, then we make it up, then we. You out this world, need some space for me. I'm out here, girl,